let's do some more examples of the notation. I've decided to pre-create my number lines because I think it's kind of boring watching me do number lines. So let's say, for example, I have this. So I'm going to start at 1, and I want to say that it goes from 1 all the way up. And the way we're going to write that is we're going to say that we want all the values. So it's continuous. So we want a lot of real values. So we're going to say x is an element of real numbers. So x is real numbers, so it's all the numbers in between 1 and 2, the rationals and the irrationals and everything. Then we're going to put a vertical line in. The vertical line in math means such that, or given that. So such that, and what do we say? Is they have to be bigger than 1. So x has to be bigger than or equal to 1. And that's how I would describe that over there. So x is an element of real numbers, and x has to be bigger than or equal to 1. Okay. Now we could also, that was a closed circle, we could also do something like this where it's like a open circle. Now what the open circle means when we're doing this in the context of what we're doing here is that it's all the numbers bigger than 2, but does not include 2. So the number is bigger than 2, but not including 2. So the way we write that one is x is an element of real numbers, so x could be anything. Given that, it has to be bigger than 2, but not equal to 2. So that would be x is bigger than 2, but not equal to 2. Okay, I got a little messier here. That's a +1. Let's say we have this, but now we're going in this direction, all the way to -infinity. So in this case, x is an element of real numbers, but we want it to be less than 3 because we're going, it's all the numbers that are less than 3 in that direction. And so the sign goes in the other direction. X is an element of real numbers such that x is less than 3. Okay. Now let's say we were going between -2 and 3, we'll say. So now it's not, we're not going to one of the infinities here. We're not going to positive infinity, we're not going to negative infinity, but we are doing all the numbers between there or there. So we start off the same way as always. So x is an element of real numbers. And what we're gonna, the pattern we're gonna use is we're gonna say, don't write this down quite yet, I'm gonna write this on the side. We're gonna say that x is less than the largest number that it could be, but x is bigger than the smallest number that it could be. And also the smallest number is bigger than the largest number. So x is bigger than the smallest, but less than the largest. Bigger than the largest, less than the smallest. So it's going to be -2 is less than x, which is less than 3. And this is another way of writing x is between -2 and +3. And sometimes you can have things like that over there. And so that would be, curly bracket, x is an element of real numbers such that, and it's between x and, it's between -3 and 1. But because that's a closed dot, what that tells us is that x could actually also be 1. So -3 is less than x, which is less than or equal to 1.